Good evening, or good morning. Shout out to the mighty LDBC. I am truthful LDBC or nothing, and welcome to my live stream, if you will. Come on in, pull up a chair, and all that good fun stuff. Um, Three things I ask is number one, make sure you are subscribed to the channel. Subscribe to the channel, click the bell icon so you'll be notified when I create content on this channel. Number two,
I'm on your
make sure you like the video so you can push the video into the algorithm so more eyes that need to see it see it. And number three, donate to the channel. All your donations will be greatly appreciated. First off, I want to start off by saying thank everybody who subscribed to the channel thus far. You pushed me over to my goal of 10,000 subscribers, and thank you so much. I appreciate every soul who clicked the button, thought enough of me to support this channel. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I can't thank you enough. Shout out to my brothers who supported me through all of this. My brother Junior the Truth, my brother Drew Titan, my brother 78, BFTB. Y'all know who they is. My brother Shelton, Main Event Mark, all my brothers behind the scenes that have motivated me to keep moving. My brother Kondo, Joe Townsend, Birdman, all of the PMP squad. Thank every last one of y'all for always consistently encouraging me to keep moving. And I thank y'all for that. There's no words I could say, and there's no amount of money I could give y'all to show y'all how grateful I am for y'all just being real live brothers to me. Blood couldn't make us no closer, and I love y'all. But anyways, enough of the sentimental stuff. Now onward. I want to cover something that happened yesterday. I had done a video yesterday afternoon, and the video got took down for hate speech. And I went back and I watched the clip that they said was hate speech. And I was basically talking about how if black people were segregated in America, how white people would infiltrate black spaces either with violence, manipulation, and lies. And they deemed that as hate speech. Now, I went on a little mission yesterday and this morning, and I went and I found countless videos. There's a video by a right-wing rapper named Adam Calhoun called Racism. Then you got the video by Forgiato Flow, the bootleg Timu version of white fucking Rick Ross, going out making videos, saying racial shit, talking about lynching black people. But those videos are still up with thousands and thousands of views. But me talking about you not being, racist white people not being able to stay out of black spaces, that's a bridge too far, right? Right? YouTube's on some bullshit, just so y'all know. And I got a warning for that video, just so y'all know. Anyway, Rob's World, what's up with it, man? Very opinionated. Salute to you, man. Mahari, salute to you. SFL, what's up with it though? Janet, good morning. Julie, good morning, Queen. Nick, what's up with it, Brody? Steve, good morning. How you doing, man? I want to play y'all a video real quick, and this is what I'm gonna cook on today because people got. First off, I want to start like this. Number one, what does continuing mean? If you're continuing something, do you change it? Like if I was continuing the timeout Shelton for 5 minutes every time he said some slick shit, that'd be me continuing to do something consistently, right? That's continuing. That's continuing, right? You're moving around consistently. If you change or deviate from that path, that's not continuing. Y'all get what I'm saying? This is not continuing. If you alter or change something in that continuing resolution, that is not a continuing resolution. It is not that. It's not that at all. So don't worry, I'm gonna play a video. This is Jake Tapper lying and trying to both sides this argument. Now listen,
blaming the Republicans for the shutdown, but in point of fact, it's the Democrats in the Senate who are refusing to vote for the clean continuing resolution to fund the government for 7 weeks. I mean, that just as a point of fact, the way that we have always covered shutdowns is that the party that is not voting for the CR, the continuing resolution to fund the government, is the party that is blocking the government funding and is responsible for the shutdown. That's how we did it the last time in 2018, 2019. That's the time we did before that during the Obama administration. I mean, it's your party that is refusing in the Senate that is refusing to vote for the continuing resolution.
See, therein lies your problem. So I'm gonna go back to what I just asked y'all. It is, if you're continuing to do something, a continuing resolution means that you are passing a continuum of a bill that you already had. You're just basically saying we're going to continue to fund the government in the exact way that we funded the government. As a matter of fact, I'm going to let this lady right here explain it to y'all again. Because, matter of fact, reconciliation means you're changing something. What the Republicans are passing is not a CR. It's not a continuing resolution. It is not. They are changing something, i.e. healthcare. They're kicking 14 million people off healthcare, or doubling up their premium, or tripling or quadrupling their treatments, their payments, and how much you pay for insurance. That is not a continuing resolution. A continuing resolution, English words mean something. Words matter. If you're going to tell me out of one side of your mouth that, hey, we're going to pass a continuing resolution to fund the government, that continuing resolution means that I am going to remain doing the same thing that we've been doing the last 9-10 months. We're continuing the resolution. We're not changing shit. That's not what these motherfuckers are doing. This is a reconciliation. They're trying to alter healthcare to give billionaires a tax break that they don't need, or nor do they deserve, to give them that. And the Democrats are saying, fuck you. No, we're not. We're not doing that. They're going to let the ACA credits expire so that your healthcare premiums go through the roof. All of us. That's the difference between a continuing resolution and a reconciliation. This shutdown is due to reconciliation, not a clean resolution. This is not, I'm going to tell y'all again one more time. Hey, Christina. I'm going to tell y'all this one more time. This is not a continuing resolution. This is a reconciliation. Learn the difference. This is how government works. They are trying to pass a reconciliation so that they can up your price on your health care, so they can kick millions off of health care, including sick kids, elderly people, and all that. Already poor Americans are already struggling. They want to make you struggle some more. PGH Big Dog, what's up with it, bro? They want to make you struggle some more. So in that struggling, they're trying to put it off as, hey, we're passing a clean CR. We're not doing nothing wrong. We just want to fund the government, pay the military, pay the FAA, pay all these people. We want to do the right thing. When has the Republican Party ever done the right thing? Now you got Trump in office. Dude who's openly committing all forms of crimes right now. Money laundering, dude using crypto, opening businesses in his name, using the office of the president, sons owning fucking businesses that's suddenly getting contracts with the Pentagon, all kinds of open fucking shit. His son Barron trading stocks and getting $150 million. But everybody's saying there's no problem, there's no corruption though. But he ain't done jack shit for you, for none of the American people. None of this stuff. There's nothing that's happened since Donald Trump been in office that he's done for America first at all. There's nothing. There's no America first. That's all smoke, mirror, and lies. It's billionaires first. It's Argentina first. It's Israel first. It's Russia first. Everybody else is first but us. Everybody but us. That is. My portfolio has grown under Trump. No, it hasn't. You can lie to yourself all you want to. I'm not going to believe it. Lying. Y'all come in here lying for Trump. How in the fuck do y'all come in here and lie for billionaires? You wouldn't be the only one that feels that. If your portfolio grow like you say it does, you wouldn't be the only one in here talking about my portfolio grew. All of us would be saying it. You don't think I have a portfolio? You don't think I have a portfolio? I don't have retirement saved up? I've lost damn near $9,000 because of Trump that I ain't going to get back. I lost damn near $9,000. Those are facts. I can show you where the dip happened. The first time he manipulated the market, I lost $7,000. The second time he did it a couple weeks ago, I lost $2,000. So don't come in here trying to tell me, oh man, see, my portfolio grew under Trump. No, it didn't. No, it didn't. I lost $9,000 in my retirement because of him. Yep, very opinionated. That's my point exactly. These people are blind. They're blinded by their own bigotry, racism, and hate for their fellow neighbors. But they claim to be Christians. Like, these dumbasses get, like, people say stuff like Robert's in here saying, oh, being poor is a choice. So, being poor is a choice when you have billionaires and multi-billionaire corporations getting welfare subsidies from the government, shipping all the manufacturing jobs overseas. Look, Amazon just fired 30,000 people. But here y'all are telling us, oh, being poor is a choice. You're broke telling people being poor is a choice. And you voted for Trump so you can put more money in your pocket. Because that's the lie y'all told. Being poor is a choice, according to you dumbass window lickers. Being poor is not a choice. It's not. It's forced on you. Just like they forced it on millions of black people that look like me. By redlining. By discriminatory bills. By not allowing black people to own homes. By not allowing black people to have participation in such programs like the GI Bill. Like food stamps. Like Section 8 housing. When it was first introduced to the market. Because black people weren't getting Section 8. You know the hood y'all love to damn criticize black people for living in. Only white people lived there before. They were discriminated out of it. They redlined the shit out of black people. So it's not a choice. It's systemically placed on certain people. Just like poor-ass white people. They'll choose having a feeling of some false feeling of being superior to somebody over actually having something tangible in their hand, actually having some money, actually having better health care or better school systems. They'll choose bigotry over that every fucking time, and they did in 2024. That's why we're here now. Hey, Susie. Hey, get a job. Y'all sound stupid. A bunch of broke window-licking maggots telling people to get a job when you ain't got one. Y'all got to be the stupidest motherfuckers on the planet. Y'all got to be. Y'all cognitive dissonance is just so mind-blowing. Your hypocrisy is mind-blowing. How y'all can literally sit on somebody's chat and tell somebody to get a job when you ain't got one. Y'all better figure out what y'all about to do on the 1st of November. That's what you need to be doing. See, I don't get food stamps. I make too much money to get food stamps. See, I don't do these videos for me. I'm not affected by SNAP benefits. I don't get them. I make too much money. Way too much money. I'm upper middle class. But I still feel the burn when I go to the store. I went and spent $70 at the grocery store yesterday. Barely buying anything. So that's what we feel it. So you gotta trim, and you gotta budget. Cause my mama always showed me how to make something out of nothing. Like growing up watching my mom do it. My mom made magic happen. Making something out of nothing. See, that's one thing black people know very well, struggle. Cause all we know is struggle. That's the American way. Cause anytime you see black people happy or prosperous, racism is always right around the corner to destroy it. It always been that way. It always has, and it always will be that way. It always will be that way. But here you have MAGAs sitting in my chat right now telling me to get a job when I have a job. I'm off on Wednesdays and Thursdays and Sundays. So I have a job. I work 4 days a week. Oops. I have the luxury of working 4 days a week. I don't know how broke ass maggots can sit in somebody's chat and pretend like they're better than somebody else because they get food stamps. You'll never see me sit in here and criticize anybody for using something that we all pay into. And how in the hell do y'all get up and come with the damn conclusion that black people don't pay taxes? That's wild work to me. That's wild work. That's wild work to me. How y'all can sit y'all goofy asses in here and tell me, oh, well, look at all those blacks on welfare. Look at them. They're poor. And y'all make jokes like y'all ain't poor too. Your delusion is so thick. Y'all fuckers y'all think y'all rich. You're not. You don't have shit either. But they made you look at the silver ball over there. Hey, go look at those blacks over there. Look at those black people over there. They're poor. You can go laugh and joke at them. You can laugh at those blacks over there. You can go pick on them. You're poor. And meanwhile, you live in that single wide trailer with dog shit and all 19 of your fucking cousin uncles in them. But you got the gall to try to talk about somebody's situation. You better be aware of that fucking scripture that says the ditch that you dig for somebody else just may well be for you. The fingers you point, they're 5 pointing back at you. I don't know how being heartless and disgusting became a trend in America. Laughing at somebody else's misfortune makes you somehow greater than them. I don't know how y'all can thump that Bible and spew out fucking scriptures left and right, but don't live by none of them. See, the thing that pisses me off about MAGA is y'all are a bunch of flaming hypocrites. Y'all are stupid. You're dumb, you're blind, you're racist, you're bigots. That's all y'all are. Y'all are nothing but a bunch of bigoted fucking goofballs who think y'all are better than everybody else, but yet you're in the same slop that you're picking at. Y'all are the same ones. Y'all do it day in, day out. Y'all do it every day of the week. Y'all come in multiple chats day in. Y'all all on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, acting like y'all are so grand and y'all ain't got shit either. The only ones that are getting something in this country are rich people. The only ones who got something tangible that they can say that they became greater since Trump took president is Donald Trump himself. Donald Trump is the best president for Donald Trump. Not you window lickers, not you MAGA hat wearing dumbasses, not none of y'all, not these goofy ass liberals, not none of these people. Donald Trump is the best president for Donald Trump and his family. That is it. That is it. That's all. Y'all have nothing to show for your ignorance. You have nothing to show for your vote. You have nothing to show for your vote. Yep, Detroit, facts. But guess who was left out of those programs? Black people. That's why I asked the questions I asked. When was the SNAP program, the food stamp program, started in America? Why ain't y'all questioning is why all you goofball hypocrites that come in and talk about people on welfare? You ask yourself this question. Have y'all ever asked yourself this question? Then why in the fuck do we create? Why won't we just create a system where welfare doesn't exist? There's no need for it. We're the richest country in the world. Why in the fuck do we have welfare to begin with? Why can't y'all ever say anything like that makes any sense? Why? Why can't y'all ever say shit like that? Why can't y'all say, why isn't there a system that can be created so that everybody flourishes? So there's no need for welfare. We're the richest country in the world. Hey, Petrazi. Lamont Griffin, what's up with the family? No, Nick in Detroit. It was created in 1938. Matter of fact, let me Google it real quick. When was the food stamp program established in America? It was formed May 16, 1939 as a pilot program during the Great Depression, initiated by the U.S. Department of Agriculture. The program allowed low-income individuals to buy food using a combination of orange stamps for any food and blue stamps for any surplus foods. The program was discontinued in 1943 as the economy improved with the buildup for World War II. Then it was reintroduced by the Food Stamp Act and by Lyndon B. Johnson in 1964. So yeah, May 16, 1939, and black people couldn't use it. Lyndon B. Johnson passed the Food Stamp Act in 1964. It's okay. Ratchet, what's up, family? That's why I'm here. Cause we all have not been told the truth. All of us have not been told the truth. Period. Matter of fact, Puerto Rico didn't have food stamps until 1974. Okay, and then here's another lie. If anybody that's been like in the system, I got food stamps before, they ought to know the requirements of actually getting food stamps. So I'm about to disperse the lie about illegal immigrants getting food stamps. When you get food stamps, you have to show them your income, who's living in your house, have a valid social security number for everybody who lives in your house, including yourself. And you have to be subject to you have to recertify every 6 months. That's per the U.S. Department of Agriculture. So y'all tell me how an illegal immigrant going to get food stamps that's federally funded? How are they going to get it? If you got to go through all of that just to get food stamps, in many cases you don't get them because you make too much money. You overqualify. Tell me, how do you get food? How does an illegal immigrant get food stamps when you got to go through the rigorous steps of even applying for them and getting approved for them in the first place? How in the fuck are they getting federal assistance when you yourself have to jump through hoops in order for you to get food stamps for your house? I don't watch video after video of black women talking about how they were making $35,000 a year, got 2 kids at home, and didn't made too much money to afford food stamps. They were denied food stamps. You basically have to give them everything but a blood sample in order for you to get food stamps in the first place. So how in the fuck is like how are y'all believing Mike Johnson setting his lying ass on that podium telling you that illegal immigrants are getting food stamps or getting Medicaid? Do you know that you got to do the same thing for Medicaid, right? You can't just say, oops, I'm going to get Medicaid today and go down to the health department and go and apply for it and boom, you got it. That does not happen in America. Since when does America just give you something for free? When? How can y'all complain about being taxed on everything in America and how hard it is to get help in America while simultaneously thinking that illegal immigrants got it easier than you? How do y'all do that? LZD, that is facts. But the first program was started in 1939. The first Food Stamp Act program the first food stamp program was started in 1939. It was started in 1939 and only white people could use it. It was started after the Great Depression. Don't worry about it. I give y'all y'all can go look at this yourself because y'all know I provide receipts. I don't just get up here and espouse anything whatsoever. I give you receipts so you can go look through all this stuff. There you go, right there from the USDA, right there. So who's the original welfare kings and queens? White people. There you go, right there. There's the link. That's from the USDA.gov website. That ain't no regular ass website. There ain't no news organization. That's from the site itself. The site who distributes food stamp. Period. Right there in your face. Like I say, I provide receipts for everything I say because I thoroughly research it. There you go, right there. So just in case somebody's saying, "Hey, Will's lying, man. It was established for the blacks." No, it wasn't. 21st century suffragettes. Thank you. We ain't getting shit for free in this country. How y'all sit up and think, well, black people, hey, black people, y'all are getting free stuff. When was anything free for black people? We still don't have freedom yet. Come on, Mary. Talk to me, Mary. Tell me how black people got free shit. When? When the history of America shows you they excluded black people from every program imaginable until we made them have to be equitable. So tell me when black people got anything for free. Do black people pay taxes? Do black people pay taxes? Do black people pay taxes? Because I damn sure I've been paying taxes for forever. Since I started working, I've been paying taxes. So when do black people get shit for free again? We pay taxes. Just like your white ass. We pay taxes just like y'all. We do everything y'all do. So tell me again, how are we getting free shit? How's black people getting free shit? How? Y'all ain't even paid us our reparations yet. How are we getting free shit? Y'all got free labor. How? Tell me, I want to know. How are black people just sitting around getting shit for free? I want to hear that one. That's the one. That's the one I want to hear. I want to hear how black people are getting shit for free. I don't owe anyone reparations. You can't pay them anyway. You're broke. Why do broke white people think that you gotta shelve the burden of paying reparations? You're broke. You're broke. What the fuck you gonna give us anyway? Nothing. You don't even have a pot to piss in nor a window to throw it out of. So how in the fuck are you gonna give us anything? You can't give us shit. But our government can. Our government just gave $4.5 trillion to rich people who don't need it. Don't tell me again how we can't. They gave free health care and free schools to Israel. Don't tell me that our government can't give black people what's owed to them. They gave Holocaust survivors millions and millions of dollars. And the Holocaust happened in Germany. Not even here. Tell me again how they can't give black people what they owe them. America would not be America without black people in it. See, Sassy, see, they live in this revisionist world of black people getting free shit and black people being able to have all this black privilege and we get to do this and do that. When in actuality, if you read real history, you will see just how much bloodshed, how many wars we fought, how we had to fight tooth and nail just to get the bare minimum, just to be recognized as a human being. Took work, took years and years of work. They want to make it sound like black people been free all along in America. Black people didn't really get viewed as actual humans until 1964 with the passage of the Civil Rights Act. That's that lost cause lie. They get to rewrite history and lie. Like I said, I don't have to lie about my history. They do. They gotta lie constantly. They've been lying for generations. Lied to their kids' kids', their grandkids, their great-grandkids. They've been lying for forever and a day. And they still lying now. They can't never take accountability for what they do. They don't live in a world of fact. They live in this make-believe world where black people are lazy. Like how they come up with, like, first off, black people taking all the jobs. Then black people are lazy. Black people getting free shit, but black people are paying taxes. Black people are getting discriminated against in programs that's created to help poor people. We getting left out of those shits. But we paying into them. There ain't no evidence of poll taxes that white people had to pay back in the day. Black people had to pay poll taxes. Had to pass a literacy fucking test. And if they found out you knew how to read, they killed you. So tell me again. Tell me again. Tell me again. This is historical facts. Go and look it up. That's all you got to do. You don't have to believe me. Don't believe me. I don't care if you believe me or not. Go look at the facts. Go look at historical context for what happened in America. Go look at the facts. Y'all literally just sit on here on the internet and just say stupid shit, just be saying stupid shit. With no evidence, no proof, no nothing. And here I am giving you evidence. Here I am showing you proof. I show you proof. And here y'all still live trying to argue with facts. Black people were recognized as human since 1964. It is 2025. That's 60, what? 61 years? 61 years in America where black people were actually looked as human. Detroit, absolute facts. He said from 1910 to 1997, black Americans were dispossessed of more than 12 million acres of farmland, which represented 90% of their land holdings at the time. This was a result of systemic racism, discriminatory laws, violence, and intimidation tactics, like eminent domain. The estimated value of lost black agricultural land since 1920 is over $326 billion. That is a fact. That is a fact. Didn't I read y'all a story yesterday about a man in Mississippi that had all his acres of land stolen he was lynched. His land was stolen and they intimidated his kids off that land and the white men stole it? How these people can literally look at another human being and judge them based off the color of their skin, and somehow in your head you think you more superior than them, you're smarter than them, and the whole you think in your head, in that little small ass brain of yours, that somehow because you have white skin that makes you a superhero. And it doesn't. It never has. That was a social construct that you use so you can abuse white people. If anybody should be pissed off about being used by the government, it should be poor white people. Y'all got used to carry out all these fucking lynches. Y'all got used to go out here on slave patrols, hunting slaves and shit. Beating slaves, overseeing slaves. Y'all did. Y'all didn't get wealthy doing that shit. You still poor. You got a false sense of power over somebody else. That's all you got out of it. Just like now. Just like now. Just like right now in 2025, you're doing the same shit y'all was doing in 1957. The same shit. Look at this fucking dumbass. Look, don't touch Justin. Don't touch him. Don't touch him. Justin said you're crying about something from 120 plus years ago. Grown man, grind man crying. Laughing. Your dumbass can't even spell. See, people like Justin, the dumbasses, the window lickers, the ones that wear their MAGA hats with pride, the ones that's openly racist, you know, those dumbasses, those motherfuckers that can't do shit, be on the internet talking tough, but then when they see a real black person in real life, they run and call the police because they bitches in real life. They'll get the shit smacked out of them in real life, so that safe space is harassing black people on the internet. Yet at the same time claiming, oh, you're crying about 120 plus years ago. Well, when was the Civil Rights Act signed into law, dumbass? 1964. Does that sound like 120? Oh, I forgot that's MAGA math. That means you D students, you dumbasses couldn't pass math anyway. I don't waste time arguing with D students. That No Child Left Behind program fucked you up. Bum ass nigga. Y'all great at being stupid. Make America dumb again. Make America a bunch of dumbass hillbillies again. Use your voice, Eric. That's what you do. Black people don't need people just acting like they want to help. They need people that's actually out here putting in work, using their voice and their privilege to help the cause. Because they see the wrong. All of them see it. But you want to know the wild thing about it, though, Eric? If you ask one of these racist motherfuckers would they switch places with black people, shit. Shit. They wouldn't, because they see the problem. They know the problem. They know there's an issue. They know it. They know it. They know something's fucked up with the system. They know it. They don't care because they get to feel powerful in it. That's why it's easy for them to dismiss what we have, to dismiss our struggle as whining or being victims. That's why it's easy for them to do it. I don't care, baby. I really don't care. You want mamas? It's Thursday.
Moms?
Yeah.
I guess.
I knew you would say yes to that. What's up, KCL? What's good, family? Yeah, that right there in itself, Eric, and I appreciate your comment. I really do. I appreciate it. That you're open and you're willing to listen to reason. And you know what I'm saying ain't false, because I'm showing you historical context. But far too long, we had people that try to act like they were allies, but then when it gets hot, they go right back to white supremacy. They go right back to white supremacy. They go right back to where they're comfortable at. Because they know as long as they can look like they can point the finger at black people evil, black bad, as long as they can do that and they can hold on to their whiteness, they're cool. They don't feel no threat. They ain't got to worry about that struggle. Because I can't hide my skin. I can't hide it. I can't hide my blackness. But they can hide behind their whiteness, though. They can go fit in with the MAGA crowd. Oh, I like black people. I love blacks. I wish there was a... See, they're afraid. Look, the thing about it is, y'all got to think about what's the root cause of racism in America. And there's two things. Envy and jealousy. Those two proponents right there. Those two proponents are the biggest features of racism in America. These motherfuckers are jealous because they can't figure out how in the hell can we still oppress these people. We can pass discriminatory laws. We can take everything that is to take away from a human being. We can treat them less than subhuman. But yet here they are still prospering. Yet here they are still opening up towns and places like Black Wall Street, and they're succeeding. How could they do it? They got to interrupt it every time. They can't stand to see black people happy. They can't stand black joy. Black joy is revolutionary. They can't stand to see it. They hate it. They see black joy and they scream like, oh, bloody murder. Black people this, black people that. The blacks, they're obsessed with us. Go back to Africa. We didn't ask to come here. How you going to tell us to go back to Africa and we didn't bring ourselves here? You did. That's the wildest take I ever heard. Sassy Mo, thank you for joining the PMP Cuz Squad. Thank you very much. And welcome. Have y'all ever just listened to all the racist shit these motherfuckers say? Do y'all listen to it? Do y'all listen to what these people say? These people will literally tell black folks to go back to Africa when we didn't even come. We didn't even come here on our own anyway. You went and stole us from our homeland. You stole our ancestors, brought us over here, and forced us to work for free. For damn near 200 years. And then got the gall and audacity when black people had fought for their own liberation. They fought for their own liberation. Because trust me, ain't no white man in America back in those days gonna give up the luxury of being able to make billions of dollars off of free labor. And he ain't gotta lift a finger but to pick up his glass to drink his lemonade while he watching those slaves make him billions of dollars. And he ain't got to pay them shit. No overhead, no nothing. They can live in squalor. They live in squalor. They live in fucking pigsties. He ain't got to maintain housing. There ain't no FHA laws during slavery. He didn't have to do shit. Put them outside like the dogs. Even the dog got the luxury of going in the house. We was still outside in them fucking fields from sun up to sundown. Hands bleeding. Feet fucking hurt. Body sore. They didn't give a fuck. There was no health care, no nothing. They made billions of dollars off of it. The first insured property in the United States of America was black bodies. Look it up. Yeah, we only been free for 61 years, Sheldon. 61 years. Black people have actually been quote unquote free, but there's still the 13th Amendment, which is legalized slavery. That's the thing these people won't tell you. That's why they're cowards. That's why I say they're cowards. They're intellectually cowards. They're lazy. They are comfortable with this bullshit fucking farce that they put up. American exceptionalism is the biggest lie ever told in the history of the world. They'll set up and lie and lie and lie and lie and lie. Oh, America's the shining city on the hill. Oh, we're this big melting pot where everybody's just love one another and we're proud to be Americans and we have freedoms and liberties and we know how to treat women. While at the same time, until the 19th Amendment was passed, women in America couldn't even own property. They couldn't even sign for a credit card in their name. They couldn't even vote. But who got women the right to vote in this country? Black women. And who still got discriminated against? Even after black women put their body on the line so that all women can have the right to freedom and vote. They have the right to own property in their name, get credit cards in their name. White women still discriminated against black women despite their sacrifice. Do y'all understand why the 92% is sitting on their ass now? Do y'all understand? Because those same white women on TikTok that's laughing at black women, that's poking fun at them, that's the black women, the blacks. Those same ones doing that shit, the same ones. Luther, good evening. How you doing, man? The same ones sitting on these apps laughing in the face of black women should be thanking those black women for sacrificing their bodies so that all women can have the access to voting, owning property, their own liberalization. They can get they can have a liberation. They can do just as much as any man can now. But black women don't get credit for it. They'll pass the buck down to a white woman. Oh, this white woman, she's the reason why. No, it wasn't. It was black women that did it. White women crept in that fucking civil rights movement and, oh, suffrage. They crept in and they stole it from them. During the civil rights movement. Go back and look at history. These are facts. I don't make this shit up. This shit is factual. Give me hamburger steak, rice and gravy, and macaroni and cheese. Thank you, God. Thank you. See, that there in itself will tell you everything you need to know about historical context in America. Like, I tell you the uncomfortable parts out loud because some people, they love to live in this Delulu land. You got to tell the truth to see that's the problem with America. America is so afraid to confront its past that we're bound to repeat it, which is the reason why Trump is taking us in a time machine 100 years in the past. And people are allowing this shit to do it. Hey, salute to you, Eric. No, Vaughn, they didn't get free until 1964. I'm one of few generations that's actually tasted real freedom. And there's still a whole bunch of racist shit going on. It's still easy for them to discriminate against us. Look at what Trump did in his executive orders. Look at it. DEI, code word black. Because when you think of DEI, the first face you see in your head, and I know a lot of y'all won't admit it, is a black face. But statistically, white women benefit from DEI practices more than any race in this country. Period. By any study that you can go Google. Nah, Eric. When Barack Obama won, it turned that clock all the way back to the days of the Confederacy. That's when all these races in this country band together to make sure that not another black face ever gets in that White House again. We're very last on the DEI list. We're very last at the bottom. Perfection, what's up, family? We're the very bottom of the list. The very bottom. We're the bottom of the list. And then you have these people going out here telling y'all blacks, y'all get everything for free. We don't get shit free here. We work for everything we fucking got. We fought for everything we got in this country. There ain't nothing in this country that black people didn't fight for. We fought for nothing was handed to us. Nothing. Ain't nobody give us no free shit at all. You talking about the same racist ass America? The same ones? She just had to drive my car, didn't she? She just had to drive my car. Look at this fucking idiot. Everything is handed to you bums. Prove it then, dumbass. A better view of everything. Prove it. Don't touch them. A better view of everything. Don't touch them. I want a better view for everything to explain what free shit black people get. Because I'm black in America. I ain't never got shit free in this country ever in my life. In 46 years on this planet, I've never got shit free in my life. Somebody had to work for something. Right, Sassy. This motherfucker saying that black people get handed everything. Prove it. You ain't out. You ain't timed out. You ain't timed out. Come on, better view of everything. Please tell me what we got for free in this country that black people didn't work for. Hell, it took us 15 years. Look at this dumbass. Look, y'all see how stupid and ignorant these fucking window lickers are? This motherfucker say food stamps. Now, who gets the most food stamps in this country? A better view of everything. Who gets more food stamps? Who? Let's Google then. Let's Google. Who gets more food stamps? SNAP assistance. What race gets more food stamps? White people. White people. White people. White people. This is it. Bow, bow. White people get more in food stamps. The Food Research and Action Center. SNAP recipients represent different races or ethnicities. White, about 37%. 37 sounds higher than 26%. What's up, Daryl? What's good with it, man? Hold on, don't worry. I'm cite my source. Cite my source. Because One thing you dumbass window lickers ain't gonna do is, nah, you gotta go see a better view for everything. Your ignorance is not gonna stop nothing here. I'm here to educate your dumb ass. Because you going around making these make-believe stats like black people are out here just getting food stamps like we don't work hard. I work for everything I got. Everything I got, the house I'm sitting in, the land it's on, the cars I drive, everything in my closet, I worked my ass off for. Nobody handed me shit. There you go. A better view of everything. Go look at that. There you go. That's a real legitimate site, not a news site, not no fucking CNN, not MSNBC, not Fox Propaganda, not OAN, not Newsmax, none of that shit from the source itself. Now go, you tell me who's getting more in food stamps, black or white. Go look in your dirty ass mirror. The blacks. I don't know why y'all set up and insisting on lying to yourselves. Y'all love lying to yourselves. You do. You love lying. Y'all make it a sport to lie to yourselves. Oh, it's the blacks. The blacks are the only ones that get food stamps in this country. When black people are the biggest spenders in this fucking country. That's another fact. How can black people be the biggest spenders in this country but get the most in free fucking assistance? How does that shit even work? Y'all double talk out the side of y'all mouth. How? How can a broke ass white person come in here and tell a black person that y'all get nothing but free stuff? When? Bitch, when? It's 7 of us. It's 7 of me. I got 4 brothers, 2 sisters. Not now one of my sisters or brothers are on food stamps. They all work. We all work. My sister's an engineer. My big sister runs a franchise. My younger brother owns his own business. He's a photographer and graphic designer. My baby brother is retired, 100% medically retired from the military. So is my oldest brother. Military service, just like me. So tell me again where we got free shit at. The government ain't gave us shit. We work for everything. All of us always work. My dad has always worked. My mom always worked. So tell me again how in the fuck we get some free shit. Tell me what a free shit is. Because I like free shit. Show me, direct me to where I can get free shit. Mahari, I make $135,000 a year from one job. Not to mention the other one. I make about 160. I make about 160,000 a year by myself, without my wife having to work. I make about 160 grand a year by myself. Me. So tell me again how I'm getting free shit. I make too much money. I'm upper middle class. Up there. I'm upper middle class. I'm up there. Well above you. So, better view of everything. Please tell me again what free shit I'm getting, dog. Cause I bust my ass every time. I've been busting my ass since I was old enough to work. I'm a technician. I ain't telling nobody what I do for a living because, you know, YouTube. Perfection. Tell the truth and shame the devil. I will. Donations. I am blessed, but I worked hard. I got 2 college degrees. I worked hard for them. I earned that. Nobody gave me shit. Sassy, I don't understand. I really don't. Because people don't like to see black joy, Sassy. That's the reason why we can't just get along. They can't stand to see black joy. They always got to make up some scrupulous idea or concoct some lie that somehow, because I'm black, I have to do some, I either sell drugs or I'm a rapper or this or that. I got to do something incredulous in order for me to earn that type of money. Instead of me actually getting a good paying job, learning how to manage my money, get my credit score up to where I need it to be, to where if I need some loans, because I have like different forms of fucking money. I got credit lines in my name. I got credit cards in my name. I got money that comes in every month. Shit, motherfuckers think I'm making a bunch of money off YouTube. Fuck no, I'm not. The most I've made off YouTube in a month is probably maybe 450 bucks. That pays what? A bill? Light bill? That ain't a lot of money. I wish I could run a YouTube channel where I'm making tens of thousands of dollars a month. That'd be dope. Eric, thank you for joining the PMP Club. Thank you, sir. Welcome. I wish I could sit on YouTube and make tens of thousands of dollars like some of these big creators. I'll quit my job. Shit. I would quit my job tomorrow if I can make tens of thousands of dollars off YouTube. There are content creators right now that makes $20,000 a month on YouTube. And I know some. Trust me, it's not cap. They make $10,000, $20,000 off YouTube a month. Easy. All they got to do is post content. That's all they got to do. Shut up, Sheldon. Sheldon about to get timed out. And you know what? Sheldon, one of these racist goofballs are going to believe you too. Hey, yeah, I told you we'll sell dope. We'll sell cocaine. Shut your ass up. Shut up. Pack you up. Pack you all the way up. It shouldn't, Eric. It shouldn't. Real talk. It shouldn't piss nobody off because I worked for it. I work for it every day. I ain't got to do anything disingenuous to scam anybody in order for me to make money. I go out and work. I gotta put my uniform on, jump in my van, go to work. Go to work, bust my ass, come home, take care of my family. That's all I do. I don't bother a soul. I don't bother a soul. Eric, because they're stupid. That's why. They're not pissed at Trump because of the reason, because Trump have fooled them into that social construct that you can hate somebody for their skin color. You can hate them. You sure can. You can hate those people. You can hate them. You can hate them. You sure can. You can hate them. You can hate them. But let me get all the money though. Let me get all the money. Let me get the money. But you can go hate them immigrants. And you can hate them black folks. You can blame them for everything that's happening right now. Look at the shutdown. The biggest freaking example that you can see right here in your face right now is the shutdown itself. These people are really legitimately trying to say the Democrats caused the shutdown because they wanted to pass a clean CR, which is the reason why I elaborately explained the difference between a CR, continuing resolution, versus reconciliation. Reconciliation changes shit. A continued resolution continues to fund it as is. You don't change shit. Everything stays in place until you vote on it again. That's why it's called a continuing resolution. When something continues, it stays the same. Just like racism in America. Racism in America is continuous. It's continuous racism. It stays the same. It's consistent. Nothing about it changes. Still, at the end of the day, the bottom line still is to discriminate against somebody that doesn't look like you. That's racism. Racism still exists in America right now to this day. Why do y'all think they're trying their best? Look at this goofball. So if your family does so well, what is your complaint? Your disadvantage. My disadvantage, I had to work 10 times hard to get to where I am versus you. I have to walk on eggshells in order for me to get the same appreciation you would if you'd done the same job. Simply because of my skin color. My whole family did. My whole family, we came from nothing. Absolutely nothing. We grew up poor. We knew poverty very well. Poverty slept in the living room on the couch. We walked into it every time we walked through the house. We grew up in poverty. We didn't have shit handed to us. It's 9 people in my house growing up. 9. Oh, y'all had everything handed to you. How the fuck did we get anything handed to us when we had to work? I've been working since I was 11 years old. Since I was 11. Right, sir. Exactly. Like, think about it. You have people like this dude, a better view of everything, sitting here trying to, what is your disadvantage? You act like there's no fucking systemic racist policies or practices. Like Trump didn't just write executive orders trying to discriminate against black people. You act like this whole administration ain't nothing but white people, with the exception of one coon that works in HUD. Donald Trump's a fucking racist. Been a racist, will die a racist. He's a racist. MAGA is nothing but a bunch of racists. There ain't no such thing as a good MAGA person. None of these motherfuckers are good. They voted for you to stay poor. They voted for you not to have rights, women to have rights to their body. They voted for you not to have good education for your kids. Not for your kids to have protections under the law. Not for your kids to have access to good health care. They voted against all that shit to give it to rich people who got the best of everything. And here you are arguing, what's your disadvantage? What's your disadvantage? If you got to come here and ask that dumbass question, the problem is not me. It's you. The largest number of Americans came to America after the slavery was banned. Was slavery really banned? I suggest you look up the 13th Amendment. You go to jail, you're a slave. Why do you think there's a disproportionate amount of black people in prison now? Black man, white man commit the same crime. Black man gets sentenced to 19 years, white boy get probation. Tell me again. See, now he's being stupid. Y'all see? Y'all see? Y'all see? A better view for America is nothing but a fucking dumbass window licker. He don't want to get better. He just want to troll. Because trolls are stupid. Dumb. A grown-ass person sitting on the keyboard just wasting time. See? LZD. Tell them again. Tell them again. And here they think black people won't get shit for free. Where are we getting all this free shit from? In the country that use us as property. That views us as 3/5 of a human being. Show me where the fuck that happens at. Show me where it happens at. Show me where that happened at. Show me where black people are mysteriously getting all this magic shit. All this free shit. Where's black people getting that shit at? in the same country that discriminated against them. Even after the fact that black people fought in every war America involved itself in, black men could not have access to the GI Bill. So tell me, since black people get everything for free, I like disbanding bullshit narratives and lies because they like to lie to themselves. They'll lie to themselves. They'll tell you, hey, look, man, see the blacks, they want everything for free. The blacks, they want everything for free. They don't want to work. They're lazy. While simultaneously wanting to run black people back to the fucking field to work for free again. Tell me how that hypocrisy does not stun you. Tell me how that shit doesn't make you just say, man, you motherfuckers got to be the stupidest bastards on this planet to have that way of thinking, to think that this is it right here. This is it. This is all. So black people just want free shit. Right, sir. Just like affirmative action. Affirmative action, white women benefited from it more than anybody. Hell, you see what happened to the Asians that were all up here all loud and proud? Man, see, affirmative action is giving black people more advantage to get into these schools. See, the blacks, they're getting in Harvard. They're too stupid to get in Harvard. They're getting affirmative action so they can go to school for free. Then when they rescinded the affirmative action, what happened? Black people getting into Harvard stayed the same. Asians, on the other hand, couldn't get in. Their numbers declined because they believed the hype and they believed the lies. Shelton says, bruh, slavery didn't get taken off the books in Mississippi till 1998. I knew a girl that played in the Mississippi-Alabama All-Star game in basketball, and the Alabama team made fun of the Mississippi team. I guess they were making racist jokes. That's the problem. Again, this continuing resolution that these Republicans keep lying about is not a continuing resolution. It is a reconciliation. They want to alter the bill so that the ACA, the subsidies from the ACA runs out, and your broke ass is on your own. Oh, racism is long gone in America, Will. Will, you're just being a victim, Will. Will, you're just being a victim. No, you're being a victim, Will. And then I see shit like this.
Ourselves.
So what does a vice president actually do? Because we know Kamala Harris did nothing. Joe Biden traveled around the world.
Sometimes I'm envious of Kamala Harris.
Joe Biden grifted, we know. So, I mean, you seem to have a lot of different hats that you wear. So there's a lot of foreign policy.
Yeah, I mean, part of it is the job is very dependent on the president of the United States, right? And so if you have the trust of the president and he actually gives you a lot to do, then there's a whole lot to do. And that's how I found the job so far, is that there's nothing where I've wanted to get involved in where the president has said no. And a lot of times, if there's something important the president cares about, he'll call me, or if I'm in the room, he'll say, JD, you take care of this, you make sure that this gets done. And that's how I found myself in Jerusalem about a week ago. But to answer your question, I mean, I think the reason why I've been able to do a lot is because the president trusts me, and he's empowered me with a lot of responsibilities. And it's made the job a lot of fun. I mean, as much as I joke about, I kind of wish that I could sleep until 1 o'clock, take a couple of phone calls, and then hit the bottle after that, which I think was the Kamala Harris approach to being vice president. It would be really boring.
You see how these dirty ass fucking Sun Dodgers love trying to denigrate a black woman? So they went to saying that Kamala Harris slept all day and drunk liquor and just got up, took a couple phone calls, and that was it. That's what this mascara wearing couch fucking weirdo has to say about Kamala fucking Harris. James Bowman, the fucking crossdresser, the fucking couch fucker, him. Mr. Grinder himself. I wish I could lay down and drink too. I wish I could lay down and drink. And then that fucking small lip, pug nose, thumb face looking bitch said, I knew Kamala Harris. She didn't do nothing. You see how fucking racist these dirty, raggedy ass Sun Dodgers are? You see? You see? What has J.D. Vance done since he's been vice president? Except go on vacations every time you look up on the taxpayer dime. What has he done? Tell me one thing J.D. Vance done. Besides call some 30-year-old fat diabetic fucking walking on the side of their shoes ass racist fucking kids. What has he done? What prolific thing has James Bowman done since he's been vice president? Not a motherfucking thing. This fat ass mascara wearing ass weirdo ain't done shit. But you don't have to do shit when you're mediocre and white in America. You don't have to do shit. All you have to do is blame that black person and say that black person was nothing but lazy. They didn't do shit. All they did was they just sat on the couch, took some phone calls and drunk some liquor. Do you see? Y'all see? Y'all see? Y'all see? Y'all see? The fucking couch fucker. Kamala Harris, he's envious of Kamala Harris because she worked hard. She actually represented the American people. Her and Joe Biden had unleashed so many programs to help the American people. Brought back the fucking economy. Brought back the standing on the world stage where the world, our allies, could finally trust us again because Trump being a fuck up from the first time he was in office. What's up, my brother Drew? What's happening, bro? They brought all this shit back for this couch fucking weirdo to sit on that couch with that fucking... Look at this bitch face. I want y'all to see this bitch face. I want y'all to see this bitch face. Look at Mary Poppins' face. Look at this bitch. Look at how she look. It's Mary Poppins. See, look.
Nothing. Joe Biden.
He did nothing. Who did that fucking wig on your head? Who did that shit? Meanwhile, this couch fucking weirdo with all the mascara on his face, he done stole his wife's mascara. Y'all can say, see that black bitch didn't do shit. And they just sit down and have a laugh while being fucking racially ambiguous. They're actually just trying to make it sound like that Kamala Harris lived up to the fucking traditional black stereotype of laziness. Ain't that wild? That's wild, ain't it? That's wild, ain't it? That's wild. That's some wild shit. That these dirty ass fucking Sun Dodgers can sit here in an interview, denigrate the former vice president of America, who done more than this fucking vacation taking couch fucker. Done way more than him. But yet she's lazy though. And all she does is drink. Sleeps till 1 o'clock. Doesn't do shit. On national TV. They don't give a fuck. They do not care. They don't care. As long as they can denigrate a black person, they don't give a fuck. J.D. Vance still pretend like he done more than Kamala Harris when his bitch ass done been on more vacation than Kamala Harris ever thought about taking. They don't care. These dirty ass hillbillies don't care. They do not care. Here's something that'll help y'all out real quick. Toni Morrison wrote a very, very good statement. Said the very serious function of racism is distraction. It keeps you from doing your work. It keeps you explaining over and over again your reason for being. Somebody says you have no language. You spend 20 years proving that you do. Somebody says your head isn't shaped properly, so you have scientists working on the fact that is. Somebody says that you have no art, so you dredge that up. Somebody says you have no kingdom, so you dredge that up. None of this is necessary. There will always be one more thing. That is a fact. Cruelty sells. James Donald Bowman, who had to change his name 3 times because he's ashamed of who he is. Because his dope fiend mama is a piece of shit. A stereotype meth head trailer trash. That's all he is. That's all he'll ever be. The vice president of America said on this motherfucking podcast saying that Kamala Harris was lazy and she gets up at 1 o'clock. Meanwhile, this bitch ass nigga done been on 9 vacations in 10 months. 9. And he tweets all the fucking time. So what the fuck is he doing? God, I can't stand these motherfuckers, dog. I hate everybody in this fucking administration. Now, if Kamala Harris did the same thing, and she said the same thing about Mike Pence, what do you think they would have said about her? Where is decorum? Where is treating the fucking office of the vice president with dignity and respect? Where the fuck did that go? Where the fuck did treating the office of the president with dignity and respect and class? Where the fuck did that shit go? Where'd it go? Because there's no class in this administration. It's nothing but trailer park, trash, meth head action. That's all it is. All these meth head fucking sun dodgers, that's all they are. They are the fucking trailer trash of America. That's why America looks the way it does. That's why America is in the shape that it's in now. That's why America is what it is right now. Right now. Right now. Meanwhile, the same vice president was caught chatting in a signal chat with classified fucking information. But Kamala Harris, though, she was drunk. Meanwhile, you was on a signal chat with a drunk. You see? White mediocrity, boy, I tell you. White mediocrity. White mediocrity. That's all it is. This whole administration is nothing but a fucking poster child for white mediocrity in the United States. That's all. That's all. This fucking JD Vance, dog. I told y'all, this is exactly what they are. It's exactly who the fuck they are. The fuck, that's the fuck who they are. They're that. That's all. That's all. There's nothing this administration, there's no low these motherfuckers will ever reach. None. There is no low that these dirty rat infested fucking goofball fucksticks will ever reach because they don't care. They don't care. They do not care. They don't. Nope, don't care. Nope, don't care. As unqualified, stupid, dumb, and don't know shit about whatever, whatnot. They don't give a fuck. These motherfuckers live in a world of delusion. This is their pick for Surgeon General. This bitch right here is one of the most unqualified people to ever try to be the Surgeon General for the United States. She hasn't even completed her residencies yet. Mediocrity and sucking Trump's tank. That's all you got to do. That's the requirements for getting any office in the Trump administration. Suck Donald Trump's tank and be unqualified and racist and white. That's it. That's all. That's it. That's all. That's it. Mediocrity is at a all-time high in America. That's pretty much it. This whole administration, y'all look at just look at this whole fucking administration. Look at them. I'm talking about for the whole. Look at the whole administration. All of these motherfuckers are grossly unqualified for their positions. None of these motherfuckers know what the fuck they're doing. As long as they suck Donald Trump's dick, that's all they give a fuck about. That's it. That's it. That is all. So what does it mean when the Republicans control the House of Representatives, the Senate, the White House, and the Supreme Court, but you still can't get shit passed? What does that mean? What does that mean? What does that mean? Incompetence. Somebody tell John Fetterman to shut the fuck up. I'm really tired of that motherfucker, dog. I'm really tired of John Fetterman. I really am. I'm tired of this dumbass bastard. I'm tired of him. Like, these dumbasses keep trying to make it sound like it's the Democrats. This is Democrats. This is the Democrats. The Democrats. See, it's the Democrats. See, the Democrats. The Democrats. It's the Democrats, man. It's the Democrats. The Democrats. See, the Democrats. Why do you think the Republicans ain't having fucking town halls now? Why do y'all think? Because they think y'all are stupid. They think the American people are stupid like MAGA. They think y'all have the brain capacity of these fucking sea lions that clap for everything Donald Trump's dumbass, his incoherent speeches. Hey, go Trump! Go Trump! You the man, Trump! They think all of us are stupid like them. They think all of us are stupid like the fucking Republicans. They think we're soulless just like them. These motherfuckers are trying to use feeding kids to steal health care from millions of people. Y'all do know the Republicans are open the government, right? I'm going to say y'all again. All this circles back to the Epstein files. The Epstein files are the key to impeaching Trump and kicking his ass out the fucking office. It's poetic justice. It's poetic justice. But the reason why Donald Trump, the reason why Mike Johnson and all these Republicans are hiding these fucking files for their dear life, they're willing to let people starve to keep those files from seeing the light of day. Why has it been over a month since Gravalda, since she won in Arizona, why she hasn't been sworn in? Why? Why? Why has it been over a year? Why has it been over a month since Gravalda, who won her seat fair and square in Arizona? How is it possible that she still has not been sworn in? Because they know why. All this goes back to the source, the Epstein files. Because those Epstein files, they're not covered under presidential immunity because they happened before Trump was president. Tell me again how this is the Democrats' fault. Y'all make y'all best argument. Tell me again how this is the Democrats' fault. Tell me how the Democrats are at fault for this bullshit shutdown. And then ask yourself this question. Why do we live in a system where insurance companies can raise your rates up to 4 times the amount you're paying right now? Tell me again. The Republicans are in charge of the House, the Senate, and the White House. They run everything. This is their shutdown. They own this shit. These motherfuckers are on vacation. Now, question, again, if this is the Democrats' fault, Then why ain't Republicans at work? Tell me again how this is a Democrat shutdown. I really want to know that one. Tell me how this is a Democrat shutdown. Yep, the Dems are there, the pubes ain't. They're not. The Republicans are not there. They're not at work. That lying little fucking midget Mike Johnson keeps sending them on recess so that he doesn't have to confirm Grivalda. And he knows that once she signs, she's at 218th signature. They're trying hard to get those Republicans to rescind their votes. Why do y'all think they're trying so hard? Why? Mike Johnson is an accessory after the fact, too. I just want y'all to know. All these Republicans are guilty, yo. If we're going to follow the law to the letter of the law, they're all accessory after the fact. They're stopping an investigation. They're obstructing an investigation right now. The Retrumplicans are stopping open investigations right the fuck now. And they're using the American citizens to do it. While we pay their salaries, the Republicans have not been to work but 12 days in the last 80. Let that sizzle in your spirit. Imagine you get paid $174,000 to work 12 days out of 80. Tell me that one, how that makes sense. And you working off our fucking dime. Y'all got to remember something. We do not work for fucking Republicans or Trump. We do not work for these bastards. These bastards work for us. Tell me again. We do not work for Trump. None of us in here do. None of us in here work for Donald Trump. None of us in here work for these stupid ass fucking politicians playing with our fucking money in our faces. None of us do. So how is it that we can sit down and allow these motherfuckers to not work on our behalf? But they want to protect pedophiles. They want to protect pedophiles. They want to protect pedophiles. We gonna talk about it or no? Because they're gonna keep lying and they're gonna keep gaslighting all of us. And they're gonna keep trying to pretend like they're the innocent party. Oh, it's not us, it's the Dems. The Democrats, it's the Democrats. The Democrats, they don't want to pay the military. And then you stupid motherfuckers get y'all asses on the internet talking about, yeah, it's the Democrats. When the Republicans control all this shit. The Republicans control all of this shit. How? I don't think I'm ever gonna get any answers to my question. What y'all think? Christina, I know they quiet because I always shut them down with facts. They come in here talking that stupid shit over and over and over again. Oh man, see, Will, you don't know what you're talking about, Will. You don't know what you're talking about. You don't know what you're talking about, Will. See, you don't know what you're talking about. You don't. You don't know what you're talking about. You're just a victim. Y'all get rich. Y'all get free stuff. Y'all, that's what y'all do. Y'all get free stuff. Y'all get free stuff. That's what y'all get. Y'all get free stuff. Y'all do. Black people are lazy. Then when I expand that bullshit, oh, per capita will, then when I disperse that shit, it's more excuses, more gas, no more goalposts moving and lying to yourselves. I want y'all to listen to some of this propaganda that these motherfuckers be doing. And I swear to God, these Sun Dodgers are the most soulless bunch of motherfuckers I've ever seen in my life. So, this is Erica Kirk, the widow of Charlie Kirk, a fucking racist. But look at how emotionalist this woman is.
We will not apologize for loving our country first. We will not be silent about our faith. We will not back down when the world tells us to kneel, because we bow only to the King of Kings.
Straight out of the Jerry Falwell playbook for fucking white nationalism. Y'all have to understand what monster we're fighting here. This is fascism wrapped up in a flag with pieces of fucking scripture from the Bible. That's it. The wet dream of Jerry Falwell. If you don't know who Jerry Falwell is, he is the godfather of Christian white nationalism in America. That's all it is. This has no scriptural fucking basis, no evidence of scriptural basis or whatever. This has nothing to do with God, Jesus, King of Kings, Lord of Lords. None of this shit has anything to do with what the fuck they're talking about. All it has to do with is absolute power, power and money. I bet you, hey, I was second that bit, Shelton. I was second that bit. Somebody knocking the lining out that pussy. Boy, for real. Just to see these people just... I haven't seen this woman shed one tear for Charlie Kirk yet. I haven't seen her shed one tear for Charlie Kirk yet. Yet. I have yet to see her shed one tear for Charlie Kirk, who she supposedly loved so much. Yep, she was trafficking kids in Romania. But nobody talks about that, though. I want y'all to look. Look. I'm going to tell y'all, these motherfuckers are soulless, bro. these motherfuckers are soulless. That performative shit is amazing to watch. and tight leather pants. Their version of freedom calls for oppression of people who look like me. That ain't freedom, Martin, is it? That ain't freedom at all. I've never seen a widow act like everything is so cool. Especially if they say they love their husband as much as they said they do or they claim. Look, white woman tears. Performative. All they got to do is tighten them thin ass lips. I love Charlie. Charlie was my hero. That's all they do. It's performative. No tears, no nothing. No emotion, no nothing. Nothing. I'm a musician by trade. I am a musician also. I played at hundreds, thousands of funerals. I've seen widows want to crawl in the casket with their husbands. I've seen them bawl the whole entire funeral service. I've never seen one walk across the stage and smile in leather pants before. I must go on. I must go on in the name of Charlie. White woman tears. Turn on, turn off. Like a light switch. Turn off, turn on. Turn off, turn on. It's so bad that these motherfuckers had to alter her fucking image to make it look like she was really crying. This is the biggest gaslighting experience I've ever seen in my entire life. This is the biggest. What would all y'all know hugs another man like that? Which one? Y'all show me. I want to know what JD Vance's project wife think about this. That's what I want to know. Y'all tell me. Tell me if is this a bridge too far? Am I saying too much now? Cause she hugged Trump the same way. Ain't a church hug. She's a widow, Will. Will, you have no soul, Will. That's just mean-spirited, Will. I swear. I ain't never seen nothing like it in my life. I've never seen it. I've never seen it a day in my life. I've never seen a woman get over her husband that she loves so much like that. I got a bunch of them, Terry. A whole bunch of them. It's coming to season where I get to break out my hoodies, and I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm gonna wear my Legend 11s today, the blue ones. What? Again, just to show y'all just how fake this MAGA shit is. Like, what widow causes for harm for people who had nothing to do with her husband being assassinated? To look at her, if I didn't know any better, I don't see a widow. I don't see pain. I don't see grieving. I don't see none of that. Not in her actions. I don't see it at all. I see her acting like she's, oh, it's so. That's it. That's all. Y'all see how easy I can do that? Oh, God. Charlie. You know how white women do that white woman cry face? That's all. No substance. No grief. This is what I really see. This is what I really see. That's what I see. No tears. If she loved Charlie as much as she said she did, you would see streams of mascara going down her face. She wouldn't be able to control her grief. Especially going back out in the public as fast as she did. As fast as she came back out to the public, as soon as Charlie Kirk's body wasn't even cold yet before she was sitting behind his desk on his show, gaslighting America. Yep, that's that Jesse Jackson fake ass cry at the Obama one, because he thought it should have been him. Now, here's what I think. I think she was tired. She was tired of living in Charlie Kirk's shadow. Now, because y'all got to ask yourself this question. How does Candace Owens show more fucking emotion and empathy towards Charlie Kirk being assassinated or being killed by one of his own people while lying on black people at the same time? How does Charlie Kirk how does that person that supposedly loved this man and gave him 2 children, 2 girls, how does Candace Owens have more emotion for him than his own fucking wife? I still don't get it. But now I do. I get it now. I understand. I understand this plan right now. I still don't understand. I'm still lost. I'm still lost. I am still lost. I am. I'm still lost. The same people who made a whole fuss about black people not crying, making videos, talking about what a good person Charlie Kirk was. His own damn wife ain't even crying. The only thing Charlie Kirk and George Floyd have in common is they were both killed by white men. That's it. That's all. That's it. That's all.
Charlie Kirk created the culture that killed him. Charlie was a professional provocateur. He used inflammatory fallacies and thought-terminating cliches to embolden those who have always held power, straight, white, cisgendered men. He even convinced some marginalized people that they could gain power by aligning themselves with these systems. Patriarchy, white supremacy, Christian nationalism. He profited off of this rhetoric at the expense of others' humanity. Charlie Kirk created the culture that killed him. One where gun violence is so normalized that even children are seen as collateral damage. Did he see his own life as a fair trade? How about his wife's husband? How about the father of his children? But it's not just the policies that may have cost him his life. I'm not sure if Donald Trump would have been elected without Charlie Kirk and his influence on Gen Z men. Regardless, he was Trump's ally, a faithful servant to a regime that glorifies violence as something good men do. Fascism is here, in part because of Charlie Kirk. And fascism is violent. But America has always been violent. Saying there's no place for political violence in America is as hollow as giving a thought and a prayer between the shooting at UVU and the school shooting in Colorado. America was built on political violence and continues to enact political violence every day. It's easy to condemn political violence when there's a hand on a trigger. It's harder to condemn everything that put the gun there in the first place, or the tax dollars funding a genocide, or the policies that disappear people who don't look like Charlie. We dream of a world without violence, but we live in one that demands it. Fascism can't be voted out or petitioned away or debated into irrelevance. It must be confronted, and confrontation under fascism is never peaceful. Political violence has been a daily reality for Indigenous people, Black Americans, trans individuals, Palestinians. The difference now is that the people who thought they were safe, who thought violence was only something that happened to other people, are feeling it too. This is the cost of the culture that Charlie Kirk built. This is what happens when a nation worships guns and is taught to fear each other more than they fear power. Political violence has always been here. It's just now everybody is going to feel it.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. That makes sense. They don't care until they're affected. They do not care until they're affected. Just like with Trump. Just like with Trump. Just like it. They do not care until it's on their front porch. They want them to be heroes so bad. They want them to be heroes so bad. That's the sad part. There ain't no unity or nothing. There's not. There is no unity. There's no speech about unity, anti-violence. There's no unity about none of that. None. Zero. Zilch. None. At all. There's a man in Tennessee that got thrown in jail for posting a Charlie Kirk meme. Quoted Trump telling his supporters we have to get over it after Iowa school shooting in 2024. He lost his job and he spent a month in jail. The man's name was Larry Bushard. He lost his job, his livelihood, for posting a meme of Charlie Kirk. A man in Tennessee, Larry Bushard, got thrown in jail for a month for posting a meme of Charlie Kirk. Joe, I believe that. It's hard to believe that this country's being ran by the dumbest sons of bitches on God's green earth. But here we are. We're here. We are here now. We're here. We are here. These people are fucking monsters. They lying to your face. Yep, they were celebrating. Wrote ads about it. They wrote ads about it over and over and over. It took 15 years to get Martin Luther King's birthday to be recognized as a national holiday. But it took only a day to do Charlie Kirk's. You tell me. Oh, I gotta show y'all this. Just because, just when y'all thought that MAGAism is a worldwide thing, let me show y'all just how stupid these fucks look. Look. I want y'all to listen to this. It's funny too. Listen.
Undermine democracies in our hemisphere.
I'm very sorry to interrupt, but there's a point of order from Cuba.
Sure. Madam President.
Yes, we have to give the floor to the point of order and the representative of Cuba.
Listen to what he says.
Artículos 71 y 60.
61 and 68 of the rules. The permanent representative of the United States is not only lying, substantively deviating from the subject, but is also grossly and expressing against his president, against the dignity of the assembly and the member states. He is doing so in an uncivilized, crude and gross way that is not acceptable in this democratic forum. Mr. Waltz, this is the United Nations General Assembly. It is not a signal chat, nor is it the House of Representatives.
You see that? We are not only a laughing fucking stock of this world, the fucking dumbasses Donald Trump put in place are getting embarrassed on the world stage. When have y'all ever seen any other administration outside the fucking dumbass Trump administration go on the world stage spewing that bullshit they be spewing here and get shut down to make them look like they're the incompetent dumbasses that we all know they are? He just literally told Mike Waltz, this ain't a signal chat, bitch. You can't come in here spewing your bullshit lies. You're in here lying. And you deviating from the point. You're a fucking liar. Told him in his face. Didn't mince his words trying to lie on Cuba. Look at how glorious that was. That made you look fucking dumb. Mike Waltz sit there and look fucking stupid. 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 Meanwhile, ICE agents are snatching up American citizens because they can racially profile because of the Supreme Court. Hold on, I want y'all to listen to his revisionist bullshit. This is why I do videos.
Constraints that we have. Now, here, let me just say something about this. And you know, somebody asked me earlier about my Christian values. And one of the points I made is that when the settlers came to the New World, they found a very widespread child sacrifice. I imagine there are some people who don't agree with my view on the pro-life issue. Let me just make an observation. If you go to historical archaeological sites where there were brothels, and the two oldest businesses in the world are gambling and prostitution, so there were brothels even in very ancient civilizations. If you go back to ancient brothels and you dig up the bones of the women who are working in these places, you will very often find a lot of children who are buried with them. And the answer is that whenever a society decides to discard innocent babies, they also don't treat their women very well. And whenever a society mistreats its women, it is very often the babies who come right after that. There is a reason why Christian civilization ended the practice of child sacrifice all over the world, and it's one of the great accomplishments of Christian civilization. I believe that we should try to be protecting every unborn life. There's a question of exactly how we do it, but I would never say that anyone's right to life should be sacrificed. Thank you, man.
Lying. Flat out lying. Lying. He said that there were widespread child sacrifice. You know the only people who sacrifice kids? Y'all really want to know? Yeah, ta ta da 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 ta 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 da da da. Yeah, ta ta da 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 da. Yeah, da 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 ra bum bum. Okay. So the first colony, and this is coming from the book Black as Fuck History, the unwhitewashed version of American history. During this settlement, the first colony in the what's now known as the United States of America, who was cannibalizing kids and pregnant women? It wasn't the Native Americans, as this bitch-ass colonizer right here would love to lie about. It was white men that was cannibalizing pregnant women because they were too stupid to know how to farm. The Wahum Seneca tribe, the Wahum Senecas, they tried to condemn the Wahum Seneca to having a title of being white in order for them to steal crops from them. And they said, what is the value of being white anyway? There's no value in that. So hell no, we won't go. So they kidnapped Wahum Seneca's daughter. Yeah. They kidnapped Wahum Seneca's daughter. There you go, Mr. Natural. The Donner Party. A group of American pioneers resorted to cannibalism during their harrowing winter in the Sierra Nevada in 1846 to 1847. Let's go all the way back to when they first, 1619, during the Jamestown colonization of America. They ate all their crop up off that ship that they landed on, Manifest Destiny. You know that lie they tell? So when they came over here, they had crops. They ate all their crops up. Then they tried to lie their way into the fucking natives so the natives could give them food because they ate through all of theirs. They were too stupid to farm, so they started eating each other. Until the Portuguese and the Spanish made a valuable discovery. Slaves. Then they brought the first few slaves over here, and those slaves knew how to till the land, how to farm it. And here that is how they Africans saved the first colony in the United States now. That is a fact. A unmitigated fact. Yeah. They were eating the dogs. They were eating the cats. They were eating the people that lived there. That was them. It was them. There's only one race of people that got a book called The Delectable Negro that you can buy right now. That tells you how to cook black bodies. There's only one race of people that use black skin for their purses and shoes. Use black hair for their cushioning in their seats. Use black skin for their wallets and purses. Cut off pieces of black bodies as souvenirs of lynchings. Cannibalized Nat Turner's body. Boiled him down to an elixir because they thought they got superpowers from that black body. Because they didn't understand how he was so smart, so disciplined, and how he was able to cause so many revolutions around this country. Exactly right, Perfection. Exactly right. And these motherfuckers try, every time they lie and they say that this person in particular, these group of people like the Native American, like, you know how they made up that lie? Like on that movie Dances with Wolves. They try to make it sound like the Native Americans, who's in their home, by the way, whose land their sovereign land got infiltrated by white people. Somehow those people that they slaughtered, the millions of fucking Native Americans, they fucking slaughtered with smallpox, diphtheria, cholera, fucking diarrhea. The whole list goes on. All these dirty ass disease because these motherfuckers didn't know how to wash, nor did they care to wash. They walked around in clothes they spent years in. And then they thought the air had some magical fucking pixie dust in it to take away the funk. And they just wore that shit over and over and over again. Without bathing. Mind you, these are the same people who threw that shit and their piss in the same spot they drank water out of. Ugh. But let them tell it. The Native Americans were the savages, though. Yep, Google why spring cleaning became a thing. Google did white settlers who came to America, did they cannibalize themselves? Did they cannibalize anybody else? The answer will shock you. That's why they're trying to hide history. That's really why they're trying to hide history. They're literally trying to gaslight America to believe a lie, to believe a big lie, and motherfuckers are falling for it. Y'all don't keep falling for it. Keep on falling for the lie. Keep falling for the grift. They're going to constantly keep lying and lying and lying. Yep, we do cookouts for a reason. Because picnics mean pick a nigga. And they had postcards to show their treachery. See, they left evidence because they're too cocky and too arrogant and stupid at the same time. Just like Donald Trump and this raggedy racist ass administration. They're the same as their ancestors. So when I hear a motherfucker come in here and tell me, hey, Will, racism is over with. This ain't the same time. This ain't the same times that it was back in the day when y'all, back in the day when your ancestors were here. Yes, it is. Trump is the embodiment of what these racist, dirty-ass dirtbags were. He's the embodiment of it. Put on the bed. I'll be over in a minute. They're the literal embodiment of the bullshit they're preaching. The literal embodiment of it. And they don't care. They could care less. They could care less about them being the embodiment of the bullshit that they're preaching. And they're okay with preaching that bullshit. That bullshit has been, that lie's been been told by the white league, the red shirts, the fucking daughters of the Confederacy, the children of the Confederacy. The lie's been sold into historical context in America for generations. And these people, they do not care about living that lie. As long as they can point the finger at someone else and blame them and make them look like they're the animalistic ones, like they did black people when they overly sexualized black people, black women, black men, black children. Not them, not the ones who's actually out here raping kids. Not the ones who are out here right now raping kids. Jeffrey Epstein is not an anomaly. He's the exposure of an already underlying problem in America. Rich white men have pedophilia problems. In a world where they feel like they can do whatever the fuck they want, they will. And that's why they keep doing exactly what they're doing. That is why Donald Trump wants that list to never see the light of day. Because that is the key of ejecting his bitch-ass administration from that White House. I know these raggedy, coward-ass Democrats don't want to sound the alarms on the amount of fucking lying and cheating and scheming that him and Elon Musk did to steal this election from Kamala Harris. I know they don't. They don't want to sound like the conspiracy theorists like Trump, which is stupid to me. But here we are. There is still another way to get Trump and his whole entire administration the fuck up out of here and criminally charge all of them. Trump's key lies with the Epstein files. If Donald Trump was not concerned about what was in the Epstein files, trust and believe those Epstein files would have been released the first time they said something about it. It wouldn't have been this dog and pony show of them making excuses for Donald Trump, his name, having 1,000 fucking FBI agents redact his name in that fucking file. That wouldn't be no reason to do that if he didn't do anything criminal in that bitch. Hell, that birthday card should have showed y'all enough. You remember they went around lying and saying that card didn't exist until the Wall Street Journal showed you the fucking card? Now it's a Democrat hoax. Now I want to sue the Wall Street Journal for $1.5 billion now for defamation and libel, right? Why do y'all think they're making so much noise? Why do you think Donald Trump is making so much noise? He's making so much noise because he knows the end is near. If Gravalva gets in her seat and she gives that 218th signature, the end is near. And they know it. Trump knows it. Trump and Epstein were best friends. Lived minutes away from each other. How do y'all think Epstein got in trouble to begin with? Because Trump snitched him out. What administration did Jeffrey Epstein die under? Funny that he died under Donald Trump's watch. With Donald Trump's AG. Funny how Donald Trump walked out of the White House with boxes of fucking classified documents. Who's to say he didn't have the Epstein files with him then? And he was trying to get rid of them then. How was his attorney general, the attorney general's father, had ties to Jeffrey Epstein as well? That ain't just a coincidence. Bill Barr's father gave Jeffrey Epstein a job at his school where he got kicked out of for doing weird shit to little girls there. How did the lawyer that disclosed that fucking sweetheart deal for Jeffrey Epstein down in Florida, right when Pam Bondi was the fucking attorney general, how does that shit even go down? And then that same attorney general that was down in Florida that gave Jeffrey Epstein that sweetheart deal without even consulting his fucking victims, now she's all of a sudden the fucking attorney general of the United States? So do I sound like a conspiracy theorist? All these motherfuckers' names. And then, a matter of fact, your FBI fucking, the head of your FBI did mountains of videos talking about the Epstein files and releasing them. Now, all of a sudden, he says he don't see nothing. Him and his deputy, Don Bongino, y'all don't see shit now. And y'all made podcast after podcast after podcast after podcast saying that there was a there. Then you have a man who claims to be this big Christian lying through his fucking teeth, protecting a pedophile. And you would have me to believe that Donald Trump's name ain't in no criminal shit in those fucking files. That's the only reason. See, y'all never heard me one time say if Donald Trump's name is in those files. I've never said that. I've always known his name was in the files. I didn't need the files to see that shit. I don't know another father who fantasizes about his daughter as much as Donald Trump fantasizes about Ivanka. You show me a dad who looks at his daughter in a sexual way like Donald Trump looks at his. Show me. I have 3 daughters. 3 of them. I have 3 girls. You would never find a comment, video, me sitting on anybody's couch saying that my daughter's voluptuous. She's a hot piece of ass. You would never find it. Because any decent man don't look at his daughter like that. That's sick. How the fuck can you create a daughter and you say, well, she wasn't my daughter, perhaps I'd be dating her? The fuck? Who the fuck says that shit? Who says it? Trump does. Who gets on Howard Stern's show and brags about going to Miss Teen USA and going backstage to see all these teenage girls half dressed or butt naked? Say you're inspecting them. Trump does. He's a known pervert. He's already a rapist. He already has been proved in court. He owes E. Jim Carroll $83 million. He already owes her. There was a reporter that asked why Donald Trump discredits the media the way that he does. And Donald Trump said something very interesting. He said, if I can convince you to believe that the media is fake, then they will never believe anything bad that you say about me. Wild, ain't it? But here in 2025, people still are saying that black people have some kind of privilege. You show me a black man that can get away with that shit. Show me one. Show me a black man with 34 felonies that can sit in the White House as president of the United States of America. Show me a black man that can stop his own investigations with over 60 other fucking felony fucking indictments. Felony fucking charges that I have on my ass. I can just get them wiped away that fast. I can steal classified information from the White House and lie about it. And have the FBI raid my house and then claim I'm entitled to $230 million of taxpayer money. But then simultaneously claim that I don't take no presidential salary because I believe in America. Because I'm already rich. And when the first 5 months of your stay in the White House, you've already more than tripled your net worth. But the Epstein files, they are a Democrat hoax. How did you know how many times Bill Clinton went to the Epstein Island, bro? How did you know? You was bragging about it on TV. You was bragging about it sitting in the Oval Office. Sitting your fat ass on your cankles. You was dead set on, oh yeah, Bill Clinton went there 26 times. Why ain't nobody investigating that? How the fuck did you know? What part of we don't give a fuck if Bill Clinton's name is in that fucking file or not? Elon Musk's name is in it too. So is Peter Thiel. Steve Bannon too. Elon Musk. Their names is all on the Epstein list. Release the fucking files. They are afraid of that fucking file. That file holds the key. All you 90 million motherfuckers who set your dumb asses at home and thought this was going to be okay. This is my call to action to you. Get your ass up and you go to them fucking polls and you vote like you never voted before. Because that's the only thing that's going to save us now. Anyways, y'all have a good day. Shout out to the mighty LDBC. Shout out to everybody in the super chat, everybody who subscribed to the channel, and everybody who clicked the like button. Thank you. To everybody, 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 everybody. Everybody who played a part in me reaching my goal before my birthday. I sincerely thank you. I thank you a lot. Join me on the 21st Century Suffragists podcast later on at 4 o'clock. Yeah, join me there. It's going to be fun. Look forward to seeing y'all there. All right? Y'all have a great day. All right? Be smooth.